Hey everybody, welcome back to another Godzilla Battling video, and today we are going over the best way for farming Godzilla Ultima's first All-Star battle, taking place during May 2023. Alright, so, as you can see, we're on Wave 70, alright? That's the short end of it. Wave 70, that's the checkpoint you want to farm. If you want the long and short, you stick with me because I got 9 minutes of footage here, and I'm going to do my best to talk through the entire thing, alright? Not a lot has changed with Wave 70 in particular. Wave 70 is incredibly reliable. It's a little tough if you don't really have the levels or if you get like a bad hand. But it relatively has remained unchanged for a few months. There have been, sometimes there's less MBOS, sometimes there's more. I think there might be less MBOS now than there previously have been, but there's still a lot. The main thing you're looking for when choosing nodes to farm, or I say nodes, but waves, checkpoints to farm, is I'm always looking for the facilities. Each facility, obviously not energy base, but of the trains, I'm like having a stroke. Trains is not a facility. Of the MBAW base and the choppers, they'll spawn 7 units total. I think maybe in All-Star Battle they spawn more. They should spawn around 7 to 9. So every time that you have one facility, that's 9 right there if you take it slow. But there's a lot of levels in All-Star Battle that if you're not really planning on taking it slow and you have to just dump units out in the field, you might end up overtaking the base. There's a previous mission from the first half of this that the MBOT base spawns like right in front of your leader. You're going to take it out like instantly. But with this, the bases are spawning in the back. They spawn frequently, and they're dropping the MBOS in all the time. So that's what you really want to search for, is either things that have a lot of facilities or a lot of swarms. I still think that the checkpoint that we covered for the first half of this event, I think that is probably the best. There's like 100 something, right? Like 100 and whatever number of, I think I mentioned the other one, of the larva in that. But this has, checkpoint, what is it, like 30, 31, 30, or it's 31, 32, 33, right? And that's 3 waves, but you're only really farming the final wave. For checkpoint 70, there are, 70, 71, 72, 73, so there's 4 waves, and I'm pretty sure 2 of them are really farmable. This is one of them. This is the obvious, like, even if you don't progress into 71 through 73, 70 by itself is still a very easy farm, or it's easier for me. I have pretty high levels. I should say it's a more reliable farm for most players. If you're looking for a decent farm for kills and a nice amount of gold, Wave 70 is the way to go, because if you're farming on Wave 30, you're not getting as much gold as you would on this. You might be getting a little bit more kills on 33, and from 30 to 33, you're getting okay amount of gold, but to go from 70 to 73, that's going to be a lot more gold. You see, I just got 240 for this. I'm going to get 240 gold on checkpoint 71 and 72, and 73 is going to be 250. So that's not a small amount of gold. That's a lot of gold for farming this one checkpoint, okay? Next, 71. Now we're here. You're starting off with larvas. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them, 5 of them? 5 larvas. The choppers, there's what, 7 or 9 choppers. There's an Anguirus. I believe there's an MBAW base that spawns on this as well. We'll have to wait and see. I don't remember. But this also is a really decent one to farm. It's not obviously the best farm on 71. They've actually made 71 easier. It used to be they dropped a Megaguirus, an Anguirus, a Leo, and a Terrestrius on you. If I'm remembering it correctly, I'm pretty sure that was 71. Maybe it was 72. But now there's Kamacuras, so that's 3 Kamacuras right there. We had an Anguirus, we had a Leo, we had a Chopper base, and we had a Swarm. We had a Destroy Swarm. Now there's a Super X. Super X could cause a little bit of problems if you can't reach it, right? But if you take this slow, you're going to get a decent amount of kills. The bases are really good, and the Swarms, that's pretty much what we want. I'm not going to be able to hit the Super X, right, with the Ultima. I don't remember what I placed here. Descadora. Okay. So take it slow right in the beginning. You don't have to play super defensively. That's where a bulk of the stuff on this node is in the very beginning of it, okay? So take it slow, take it easy, and then once you see that Super X, you can kind of go balls to the wall. It spawns in all the monsters here really slowly, like really slowly. So you can take advantage of what they have to offer. There's even here another chopper base. I'm not going to be able to get, to kill it because I placed my Desgadora. But if you were patient and not like me, you could get at least like another 7 or 8 kills on that chopper base, and then whatever comes after. You know, I went up ahead and I pushed through it. But like I said, 71, you take that slow. There's 2 bases. There's some swarms. You're in good hands there. 72, actually, okay, so I was wrong. 70, all of these are decent enough. 72, the crystals all count. They all count as kills. Every one of them is a kill. Okay, so that's huge right there. All the Caesars, obviously the Caesars count as a kill. So I just cranked up our kill count with 1 train bomb right there. Now, I was lucky enough that I got train bomb like pretty quickly, but that's not going to always be the case. Once those crystals start breaking and those floodgates are open, it is strictly defense you got to be playing, because it is tough, all right, to get through that. So if you need any help with that, you're going to have to probably re-roll. You have like 5 re-rolls now, so you're going to have to maybe re-roll for some defensive units, maybe Anguirus, Space Godzilla, or something like that. If you're lucky enough with trains, Dimension Tide works well too. Missiles does not work as well. It doesn't have as much damage. You're going to be set. But that's a really easy burst of kills right there. I like it a lot. I wasn't expecting to like count 72, but when I was not when I was recording this, but when literally recording this video, not the one you see on screen, like I just now remembered the crystals count as kills, because you can use your stealth bomber, right, to kill like crystals, and that has been counting. So crystals count. Obviously the King Caesars count. You're in good hands on this on this mission right here. Now, I believe I struggled here. The back half of this is kind of difficult if you're not prepared. I kind of underestimated the difficulty of this. I was like, oh, I'll just sweep this, but they got the Ava Unit 1, Ultraman, and Jet Jaguar buffing them up. That's a pretty, that's not like anything to laugh at. That's pretty good defense for one of these all-star battles, but we made it through. So everything in the beginning, that counts as kills. Look at that. And you can see I hit the 2200 kill feed right there. Now we're on the boss. I don't think the boss is good for farming. Obviously, you can farm the boss for kill. He counts as a kill. But I don't think that this has like a lot of swarms or a lot of facilities. I don't remember. Oh, well, there we go. There's an airbase. So there's at least 1 airbase for you here. I changed my mind. There's an MBOT base. So reliably now, at first I thought, actually I thought that the positioning of these, I thought that was on 71, but I guess it's 73. So 70, 71, 72, and 73 all have really great opportunities for you to take advantage of a high, enemy count on the field. It does get harder and harder the further you go along. If you don't have incredibly strong units, this might not be the optimal farm for you, and instead you might want to go back and watch our video from last week with the farm from the first half of the event, because that's easy. That's easy to do. I would say it'd be easier to take advantage of this one, but Ultima is a single target leader. He's got like a 3.6 second attack speed, something like that, right? Like 3.2, whatever it is. And with all the MBOS, you can really get bogged down and stun lock with him. So that's not great. If this was like a Hedera, probably be fine, right? And here it is, really. There's opportunities on all of the waves on this checkpoint for farming, okay? The best one is 70. Forget, having to complete 71, 72, 73. You don't need those. If you just want to farm wave 70 and then lose on 71 and then go back in, you're still going to get a lot of kills. But if you're extremely patient and you have strong enough levels, you can take advantage of every single wave here and get a ton of kills. You're going to get a ridiculous amount of kills, okay? That's basically what I got for you in a nutshell. The rest of this is going to be like, 20 seconds of me fighting the boss. So I guess I'll cap it out with, listen, if you want kills, I think 70 through 73 is going to be really solid and has really good gold, gain. If you are a higher end player, if you're regularly in, Kodum, King of the Monsters rank or rank 66 plus, right? This is probably what you're going to want to farm. I imagine most players in that category have the levels appropriate to reliably take this down without much of an issue. And you get 5 refreshes now on your roster instead of 3. So that's going to really help a lot of people make it through 70, because 70 is a real onslaught, right? But once you get through that, everything kind of staggers pretty slowly and you should be on the ball. If you can't reliably beat 71 or 72, go back and do like whatever it was in the 30s, 30, 31, or 31, 32, 33. But that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.